Hello, everyone. Welcome to the MovieJar podcast, a podcast where we review movies and talk shit about each other's opinions. You guys know the drill already since it is our midway episode. We're halfway through the list.
Oh,
Woohoo!
it'll it'll take us another year to get to the end, and then season two.
Well, actually, then we have the Adam Sandler gauntlet, remember?
Oh, yeah. So, once we finish our movie list, we each picked an Adam Sandler movie and we're gonna review them all.
In one episode.
One
I
episode.
forget which
One
one.
episode.
I think we have a
I
screenshot
forget.
of it somewhere. Anyway, my name is Kaya, and when this episode comes out, episode 4 of What's Up Wasteland will be released, which is the episode that I edited, so you should totally go watch it.
You should
Um,
totally watch it. It's epic sauce.
it's so fucking
It'll
good.
be
Divorce
okay.
arc goes crazy. Um,
What a way to sell a series. We've got a crazy divorce arc, guys.
we cut the head off of a baby doll.
Thank you for saying baby doll, not baby.
Yeah, we cut the head off a baby.
Child murder is included.
Hey guys, my name is Alex. I am currently working on a film pitch that is going absolutely splendidly. How are you going? I'm an animation student and my life is pretty awesome.
Yippee!
Alright, Chris, follow that one up.
Hi, I'm Chris, and I pick up logs for a living.
Sweet.
That's it.
Where's the
That's all
soundboard?
you
Where's,
get.
where's the soundboard?
Okay, so this week's movie was Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Um, it's it's a movie in the universe of JJK, which is an anime. Um, it serves as a prequel to the
Yeah,
main show. I
a very
believe it's about a
cool.
year's difference. Um, and basically, so originally the main story of JJK was supposed to surround our main character of this movie, Yuta, but the editors and the producing people at whatever, it's probably in Shonen Jump, liked a different character better. So Yuta got sidelined in the main series. But basically, it follows this guy Yuta who is a high schooler, and he's haunted by a curse called Rika. And yeah, I don't really know how to explain JJK. Like, explaining the
You,
whole lore of JJK is like, curses exist and there are sorcerers that kill curses. There.
that's about as much
That's
as that's
pretty good,
And they
yeah.
go to a high school that teaches them how to kill curses.
Each is the operative term that is false.
Okay,
Here,
okay.
kids,
Okay,
go
in
kill each other.
okay,
It'll work out.
in the main show, Gojo does a little bit of teaching. A little bit. He's a bit of a bumbling fool, but everyone finds him attractive, so
oh my god,
You know, the amount. Actually, no, he has white hair. Okay, the amount of, like, Aryan coded people in anime that are just the coolest people, quote unquote, is ludicrous.
okay, so
It's real weird.
okay.
Has
Okay, so
anyone ever, like, mentioned? Actually, this is a strange topic, but there's like a McDonald's CEO in Japan, and he's
huh.
basically said that the reason we have yellow skin and are short is because we don't eat McDonald's. If we eat McDonald's, we will eventually gain
Be
blonde hair,
white?
blue eyes, and grow taller.
What the fuck?
The fucking weirdest shit you
Anyway,
will ever
uh
hear.
anyway,
Oh,
well, okay, Gojo's whole thing with his eyes and the reason he always covers his eyes is because he has this ability called the six eyes, which means he has I actually don't entirely know what the six eyes means. It just means he can like see into infinity or some shit like that. That's essentially it. He sees into infinity or something like that. I don't know, man. We need Karina here.
I can message them.
This is why we needed Cameron. This. Oh yeah, you may have noticed Cameron's not here. Reasons that we won't get into.
Yeah,
Cameron here would have
perfectly.
been beneficial for this. Hold on.
You know, I feel as though you'd literally be an error code if you could see into infinity. I wonder if that's just Jujutsu Kaisen. Like at the end of the manga or something, it's
Okay,
just
hold on.
like,
It.
okay, it's Gojo, but he's in a vegetative state,
Okay,
just
so
after he activated Six Eyes.
Six Eyes is another innate attribute inherited within the Gojo clan. It grants the bearer extraordinary perception, allowing them to
Wait,
see the flow of cursed energy. The constant influx of information can be overwhelming, leaving the bearer overstimulated and tired, which is why he covers his eyes. Six Eyes is an extremely rare trait. Yet Gojo is the strongest in JJK for a reason. And it's
so
because
he
he
just
has
has
both
like
Six
hyper
Eyes
beams.
and the Infinity. He has Limitless, which Limitless basically means like it's the reason nothing can touch him. You may have noticed in his fight with the dude. I don't
I feel
remember
like
his name. The one from Kenya, I think. That I think that was Kenya.
This is not boding
I
well,
don't
folks.
remember his name. I actually
Look
don't think his
it
name
up.
was said the entire time in that movie. Um,
Uh,
yeah, actually, I think you're right. I don't think they said his name.
but yeah, he does show up later on in like the main series. But
It's a
it's
choice. I will say it is a choice character design thing to make the only person of color's weapon be a whip.
yeah. Basically, so you may have noticed in the fight that it just reflected back off of him. That's because of his limitless ability. But yeah. So I quite like the movie. I think it serves as a good stepping stone for JJK. Um, although I do prefer the introduction to the world we got in season one of the show better, purely because it was more fleshed out.
That's I I don't mean to halt the energy of the episode, but Karina has gotten back to me saying that they are available to explain what the fuck a JJK is to us, like right now. So
Is that them in
do you wanna?
VC right now? It is.
Okay, hold on.
Chris, invite them.
I'll add Karina. Okay,
Guys,
there
we're
we go.
getting Karina
All right.
back.
We're getting Karina back by popular demand.
Back by
It's
popular
Karina.
demand, Karina.
Hurrah! Anyways,
Oh my
what do you
god,
guys
you
want to know
alive.
first? What do you guys want to
Okay,
know first?
okay. First, we'll get to it, but currently we're going over personal reviews of the JJK movie. Chris,
Hold on, Karina,
Chris,
let me
what
turn
did
you
you
down
think?
a little bit.
Chris,
That's
what did
fair.
you think of the JJK film? Chris?
Chris just died.
Well, I guess I'm gonna say my thoughts. Um, uh, look, I'm gonna just give you a quick prelude. I don't know what the fuck a Jujutsu Nora Kaisen is.
Miles
Like,
is his name. Sorry.
his name's the guy from Kenya's name is Miles. Okay, uh, basically, I don't know what the fuck a Jujutsu Nora Kaisen is. I don't, I don't know, I don't know anything about this series. I've attempted to get into JJK, only to be deeply confused. Like,
Yeah,
Oh, welcome to like half the community, bro.
valid.
okay, so when I attempt to ask what a cursed energy is, I get like theoretical physics. When I attempt to know what a sorcerer is, no one can give me a straight fucking answer.
Oh,
The only character that I know anything about and actually like is Harakiri, purely because
Or Kiri.
Gambling.
Yeah, no, purely because he is the most simple character that I can understand, and you can call me a simpleton if you'd like. I am, okay?
It's
I
let's go
like,
gambling. That's all you need to know.
yeah, like his power set is really simple for me to understand and engage with. It's just he gambles, and if he wins, he go big.
Wait, who?
And it's
Hikari?
oh shit, yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, his name's Hikari.
Yeah,
As
I'm
soon
like,
as you said I
Harakiri.
knew a name, I immediately thought, wait, gambling. That's not that character.
Let's go
I just
gambling.
said
I thought
it's
his name
funny.
was
Let's go gambling guy.
Harakiri,
So did I.
but no.
Speaking of
okay,
Harakiri, you should go
still.
watch our Harakiri episode.
You should.
Please watch a Harakiri episode. It was a genuinely good episode and a genuinely good movie. Good luck finding it, though.
I will be back in a minute. I do need to zip out.
No worries. Uh,
Hello, Master Leesus.
so I'm gonna be real. I went into this movie with high expectations that it would explain Jujutsu Kaisen to me in like under 2 hours, because no one has been able to do it in that period of time. I'm still confused. I thought I understood parts of the movie, but then later things happened and I didn't understand. I still don't really understand what makes a Jujutsu sorcerer like different from a curse, because like they use cursed energy, but like does that make them a curse, or do they have curses? And is it like a contract, or do they just like, I don't know.
Okay,
Um,
so a curse is it's a it's built on resentment or like negative emotions. That's why it's in hospitals and schools often.
yeah, I got
Um,
that part.
whereas sorcerers manipulate curse energy to like fight curses, I guess. There's like a billion different like techniques that one can use. Like there's this dude Choso who can manipulate blood. Um, there's Megami with his with all his little animal friends. Bro's a
Megami.
Disney princess. Um,
Sounds
and then yeah, yeah.
um,
So basically, it's like if Terminids could like use their own E710 and just like fuck around with it.
oh fuck.
It's
Look,
basically like your most sorcerers are born into a specific clan that has like the curse techniques already. So like everyone from like a certain clan would pretty much all have the same sort of technique. There would be some variation, but most of them have that specific technique passed down to them and taught to them. Um, there's a lot of politics in the JJK sorcerer world, which is really random. Um,
that kind of makes sense. I mean, if you got dynasties, there's gonna be politicking.
yeah.
But like, look, okay, I get all that. My only issue is, I wanted this film to explain to me what JJK was, but the characters would not shut up. There's so much talking in this movie, and it's like, I just none of it made sense to me. Like it feels like they were explaining things to me, but it was going in one ear out the other ear. I just didn't quite get it, you know? I I'm fully willing to admit that this movie is just not my cup of tea. I don't know. It started out as like a 3 out of 5 for me at the start because I was digging the vibes, but then it's like I feel like the movie attempts to be too many things at once, and I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea, I think.
I think like the thing with JJK is because it's like so broad of so many different things. You kind of do need to watch just like the whole first season to really understand it. And I will say, okay, the first season is pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna come out and say it. I did not care for season 2. I didn't care for the hidden inventory arc. I didn't care for okay, I kind of cared for the Shibuya arc, but I didn't really because everything had been spoiled for me on TikTok, so I didn't have any emotional investment in it. I don't know why I didn't care about the Gojo backstory arc. It was alright. I mean, I ship Geto and Gojo obviously because I'm a sane person, but like, they broke up in front of a KFC.
What the fuck are you talking? I have no clue what you're talking about, bro.
So confused.
Broke up in front of a... Is that canon?
Okay. So Geto and Gojo went to high school together um at Jujutsu High, and
Okay,
Geto
lovely.
became what's the word? Disenchanted with the world. I get what's the word?
Yeah,
Disenchanted sounds
disenchanted
pretty good.
work.
Yeah, with the world, and he hates
Disillusions,
everything. And he hates humans because okay, so basically, sorcerers can't create like they can't turn into curses. Only regular humans can, and he hates that he, as a sorcerer, has to protect humans from curses and stuff because regular people can't see them or fight them. And okay, it's not justification for him becoming racist. Um but like
Right. Okay.
filthy
Time
monkey.
to
It's not
become a
it's
Nazi.
not justification for him trying to commit genocide, but like
Sorcerer become Nazi.
that's sort of like his reasoning behind it. And it basically started because of something that happens in the hidden inventory arc that is too difficult for me to explain really. I don't know.
Wait, so people turn into curses?
Yeah, well, people can turn into curses. Um,
What?
like Rika.
Jujutsu Kaisen
Oh.
0
Alright,
Mind
I'm
Reader.
fucking back. Time to run you through the trenches.
Okay. So Creed, I sort of
Okay.
explained the reasoning behind Ghetto's racism.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah,
Hold the
he's...
phone, hold the
Yeah.
phone, hold the phone. Chris hasn't explained his thoughts yet. Chris, go.
Okay.
My thoughts. The first, like, introductory bit was good. The half was also good. The second 2/3, I was kinda lost. Mainly because the first half of the movie is introductions to characters, sorry, and the second half has a wider plot line with characters I don't really understand too much about. I don't even think I learned the guy's name who was like the antagonist.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a good movie if you're a fan, probably, but after the first half, I feel as though a lot of people get lost.
Oh yeah, Cameron's review, because Cameron isn't here, but they still sent in a little like review. Cameron's review is my JJK review is that it's Mappa is possibly their best, but the price their workers paid for it was too much. 8 out of 10, possibly the last time I would ever watch JJK because how shit the ending is. Deducted 2 points because no Hikari. Okay, now Karina, explain to us what the fuck a Jujutsu Kaisen is.
Okay, so what do you want to know first? I've currently moved to my garage as I'm currently switching to my desktop so I can get the real good shit.
Tell me what the fuck a cursed energy is in layman terms.
All right. So to answer your question, cursed energy is the power system of JJK, and the origin of it is quite literally just the negative emotions of people concentrated in one place, causing the creation of the said power system. It is literally power made from sadness.
Ah, so depressed people go, bruh.
Not even a
Literally.
joke. There's actually like a sentence somewhere in the manga where they point out like, yeah, some of the most concentrated places of cursed energy and curses is apartments where people are depressed.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's sort of
So-
like I think like when we first meet Nanami, there's also like that chick at the counter who looks depressed as shit, and she just has a little curse sitting on her shoulder.
Yeah, where curses
Nanami, my
are
beloved.
attracted to cursed energy.
Right. Okay. Now, what the hell is a Jujutsu sorcerer?
A Jujutsu
And how
sorcerer
is that
is someone.
different from being a curse?
So the difference between being a curse and a Jujutsu sorcerer is while a Jujutsu sorcerer is it's a person who has the ability to manipulate cursed energy. That's what a Jujutsu sorcerer is. And the term Jujutsu is a derivative of like Jutsu, which is a real life term, such as Jiu-Jitsu, which is revolving around martial art. Which I don't know what the actual translation is for that part, but but it is like I guess could be roughly translated to something around magical fighting or curse fighting. Now, a curse is a naturally occurring phenomenon. It is a existence that spawns as a result of cursed energy.
I feel like I may have explained it wrong then.
Yeah, a curse is like literally a amalgamation of cursed energy. And it's why curses are able to use cursed energy much better than than sorcerers. It's why they can heal better than humans can. Because while a human has to jump through like 19 fucking hoops to use cursed energy to heal, a curse just moves some of their own curse energy that forms them to.
Uh-oh. Garina.
Has anyone considered just getting a depressed person to be a Jujutsu sorcerer and just like start pumping out like
Yeah,
energy?
that's what Megumi's for.
For a way that doesn't sound like word salad. A
Bro, you cut out for a good like 10
Oh, God.
seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still cutting out.
Am I? Because my ping's saying 25.
Okay, I can hear you now, yeah.
Okay, so just to
Like,
like super summarize this for people who don't want to get hit with the word salad. Jujutsu sorcerers, if like the clay for pottery is the cursed energy, Jujutsu sorcerers would be someone who manipulates it. Meanwhile, a curse would be if the pottery became sentient and shaped itself. That's that simple explanation for curses. There's a
Okay.
lot more nuance to them.
I feel
but
like
that's
I may have spread
summary.
misinformation. Can people
Oh,
like
no.
turn into curses specifically, or is it?
You can.
Okay, I
because
was right.
You can, but it's purely because after death, their cursed energy can condense into a curse.
It's sort of
Because
like
that energy
how,
has to go somewhere.
sort of like ghosts. A lot of the belief about ghosts is that they're formed when they have like either unfinished business or they have a lot of like built up like negative energy that just
Yes.
manifests as a spirit. Haha, supernatural.
That's literally what happened to a character later in the manga. Spoilers, by the way. I will say shit from the manga. You have been warned. I'm not pulling punches. Too fucking bad. Leave.
Let's fucking go.
But yeah, later in the manga, there's a character called Noya Zenin, and
Oh, that fucker.
he fucking dies.
Good.
And then he gets turned into a curse because he hates his cousin that much. Like, he hates his cousin so much that when he died, I can't remember if it's his cousin, actually. I just remember that it was around his hatred for someone. And
Was it
because of that,
Maki?
when he died, it might be Maki. Because of that, when he died, his cursed energy turned in and condensed into a curse. Which was purely fueled by, I'm gonna hate that motherfucker professionally.
Bro was a professional hater.
I can respect hating someone professionally.
Yeah.
Say, Drake.
Like a level of hatred that's like, I'm gonna make Kendrick Lamar look like it's playground beef in year 5.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so
Um,
I'm gonna assume it was either Maki or Mai.
Probably Maki.
Right, yeah, I'm assuming so. Maki, my beloved.
Yeah. Right, next question.
I'm confused.
What are you
Okay,
confused
Alex,
on?
Alex, I was spoon feeding spoons.
Okay, so no, I think I get it. Okay, so what the hell is a reverse curse technique?
Okay. So,
Positivity.
so reverse curse tech. So, okay.
It's the anti-depression beam. Fuck you.
I wish. So, reverse curse technique in JJK. You know how I mentioned earlier that humans have to jump through like 19 hoops to heal themselves with cursed energy?
Yeah.
That's those hoops. So unlike curses where they can just kind of move their energy to reform their body parts, humans have to effect by. So you know how like in oh god, I'm gonna have to explain high school maths to a bunch of art and like film students. Oh god,
And a trade.
and a tradie. So you know how a negative times a negative is a positive?
Yes.
That's the basic principle. What a sorcerer has to do to heal is they take their own negative energy, multiply it against itself to make it positive, and then positive is healing magic. Or like healing power, which is why it's very hard to do because, as we all know, math is easier said than done. As you all know. Which the
Why
same
would they
principle
build a
applies.
shonen based on math?
It's that's the thing. I don't know if JJK would be classified as a shonen.
I would call it a shonen.
It's not a shonen, but it's not a seinen.
Okay, it's it's a shoujo trying to be a shonen.
It's Jujutsu Kaisen, 40,000.
Which is really funny to me because the term kaisen is literally never said in the entire series. We've heard Jujutsu so many times. Kaisen's not said once. Now,
What the fuck?
anyways, yeah, simply put, if cursed energy is like the result of sad and negative forces, negative is taking away, positive is adding.
Wait, hold on. So,
Oh
so
god,
does
fine.
so do like curses exist outside of Japan?
Yes.
That's
Yes, actually, that
okay,
is
so
a
I'm
plot point.
I'm thinking of Demon Slayer then, where it's like demons don't exist outside of Japan.
No.
Okay.
So
They
curses
just-
exist outside of Japan, but Japan has a larger concentration of curses.
Yeah, because everyone in Japan is depressed.
Because not just that, but also Japan has like some of the most powerful sorcerers in the world. So according to how the world of JJK works, because there's more powerful sorcerers there will be more and or stronger curses there as well. Like in the show, it was a statement in the show. It's like a statement that after Gojo was born, the power of curses increased because he shifted the balance that much.
Why isn't Gojo the main character? Okay,
Why isn't Levi the main character? Like...
That's a good point. Why isn't Levi the main character? Why is it Gojo? This is the same point. They are what you would classify under the trope.
Levi cannot transform into a Titan.
No, but
Yeah,
we
but
saw
Levi's
him
a
beat
better
the shit out of
character.
several.
Yeah, but Levi's a better character.
Yeah, no. Hold on. He doesn't need to Titan shift. That motherfucker is knocking out Titans at a time in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, I know, but like part of Eren Yeager's appeal
Sorry, wait. Did someone say Titans as in 40k?
No.
Good. He would not win.
No, he would not win.
40k nerd chiming in just to tell you that your universe would not be 40k.
Yeah.
But like,
but...
like my thing is that Eren Yeager works as a protagonist because he has MacGuffin serum in his blood. Spoilers for Attack on Titan, by the way, that are poorly remembered.
Well,
Like,
for those continuing on to listen who stuck around after I said we're talking about JJK manga spoilers, we're just talking about anime spoilers. Full stop. If you don't want to be here, get out. Fuck off.
but like leave a like.
In the doghouse with you.
But like he has the whole shtick of like Eren Yeager is
Eren
like,
Yeager.
Eren Yeager is
Eren
like
Yeager.
he has the power. I have the power to turn into a big ugly titan. And like that is like inherently opens a lot of questions in there. Levi as a protagonist wouldn't work so well. Well, he would work, but at the same time, he doesn't have the depth of like questioning the narrative and the story as Eren Yeager does. Gojo just seems to be like everything seems to loop around him. Like having
Okay.
like having him have like his boyfriend like break up, and then that causes like a Professor X and Magneto dynamic, and like when he was born everything was like really screwed up, and then you're telling me that the main character we're following in this movie is some depressed twink who has like a
Okay.
has
I
like
would
a
like to
andre.
restate. He was the original plan for the main character. He did not remain the main character.
Wait, Gojo or Yuji?
Yuta is not the main character for Zero, but he becomes so JJK Zero is the original story of Jujutsu Kaisen. That was what was going to be the rest of the series. But then because he wanted to reintroduce Yuta later, he gave us Yuji. Unfortunately, people liked Yuji more. So
Yeah.
people just liked Yuji more as a main character.
Yuji is more appealing to a Japanese audience as a main character because he follows the trope of every shonen main character. Whereas Yuta is the edgy, depressed main character.
Granted, there are some philosophical thoughts on Yuji's whole shtick that are a bit more deep than just insert shonen protagonist
Well, yeah,
here.
but like at the
But on the
beginning-
surface, yeah, he was much more easy to get people into the manga. But yeah, so that's the thing. Gojo plays the role of what it's been. I believe it had the different name originally, but the name has been titled and changed after Gojo's release because, let's be fucking honest, you don't even have to watch JJK and you've seen Gojo.
I've seen what people do for
Exactly. The term has been
someone.
changed to the role of the honored one in the story. They represent a character who fundamentally there's well done honored ones and horribly done honored ones. Now, the role of the honored one is a character in the plot who is kind of like a mentor, but is just they are the goalpost. They represent the goalpost of the main character. They are like high up or near the pinnacle of the verse in terms of power or knowledge or skill. Often a combination of all three.
Okay.
Alex, I did not explain something that hard. It is the role. The honored one is the role of just they are the goalpost. They are just
Okay.
goals. They are hashtag goals given form.
Hashtag goals.
Okay. Okay, sorry. The stars have aligned and my ear hurts. I'm tired and I'm attempting to understand GJK.
You asked me to hop in and do this.
No, you're doing a good job. We're gonna go to Chris. Chris,
Well, yeah.
you got any thoughts on JJK?
What the fuck is a Kaisen?
We don't know. No one knows. Probably not even
Okay,
Gege.
so now that we've
Kaisen was the friends we made along the way.
The amount of jokes I saw
I
about that
did-
fucking
I didn't-
statement.
So now that we've
Fucking
like
was-
semi-established the world of JJK,
Oh, we haven't even touched the fucking surface. But...
the
It just sounds like a more complicated like Chainsaw Man, and I like Chainsaw Man, but like
Okay.
I don't like JJK.
Okay. I would like to say one thing. Maybe I understand you don't like it, but maybe if you watch the show,
That's exactly what I said.
what I said would make a bit more sense.
Okay. If we're gonna make an argument here, first off, this is a movie podcast, not a fucking anime podcast.
Oh, I'm not. The movie makes a lot more sense if you watch the show.
Yeah, but
But,
movie
yeah.
should still be like the movie should still be like legible without
Oh,
having to
absolutely.
watch the show.
Yeah.
Also,
It did not do a good job.
I have watched like the first 3 episodes of JJK. It was kind of boring.
That's like pretty much every anime when you first watch like the first 3 episodes.
Oh man, fuck.
That's like the thing.
Mm.
But like, yeah, okay, I will say the end of season 1 is great.
Oh, real.
Oh yeah, Krina, you missed my hot take, but I did not care for season 2.
You didn't care for. Are you saying you didn't care for all of season 2, or is it just like the parts you didn't like really stood out for you?
Okay, hidden inventory arc.
Because if you're gonna look at me in the fucking eyes and tell me that the fucking Shinjuku incident, Shibuya incident, sorry, that's later. Spoilers again, by the way. If you're gonna look at me dead in the eyes and tell me you didn't care for the Shibuya incident,
I already knew all the spoilers, so I had no emotional interest.
okay, then that's a different story. The way you worded it just seemed like you didn't know about it and you just went, eh.
Hidden inventory arc, I was like, meh.
Okay, to be fair, no one really cared about that. The only part that anyone ever remembers the hidden inventory arc for is
Suguru.
throughout heaven and
Satoru.
earth, I alone am the honored one.
Nah, I remember them breaking up in front of the KFC.
That ends fucking Ricky Montgomery and I Mr. Lover Man.
But yeah, so now that we've established the world of JJK, the movie specifically.
Special technique, purple.
I think what's the actual statement he says at one point? He has like a whole speech where he lifts off a really strong hollow purple. Something like
That
from
was in
front
season
and back.
1?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't remember.
This film has some brilliant animation. Too bad they keep talking. I watched the dub, by the way.
Man,
It was funny.
Okay.
you cried.
I feel like
Okay. You know what? Fuck you. I'm defending myself.
I'm not judging you on that one. I'm just saying. I'm saying, I personally don't like the dub, except for Sukuna's voice actor.
Yes, same. The dub
I have
of
never-
JJK is certainly a thing. It's not the worst. It's not
I
great.
feel like as a whole, the sub is a lot better, but that's my opinion. But the dub has a very good Sukuna voice actor.
Look, I'm gonna keep it a $1.50. I just couldn't. I just was too tired on the day to go through Netflix to change the settings. Because then my parents would go to watch a series, and they would be like, "Alex, how do you change it back?" And then I would have to deal with it again. So
You don't have separate
yeah.
accounts?
that's a good idea, but no.
What?
We should do that. No, we just watched on the same account.
What?
Kaya.
Okay.
Kaya,
Sorry,
we're
I'm
not
just
here to judge
surprised.
people's
I'm
family
not
decisions.
judging. I'm just surprised.
I
But,
mean, I over the past few years, I haven't really watched that much like streaming service stuff, so like it's never
Fair.
really mattered. Look, it doesn't matter, all right. The thing I
Alex
did
just got
like
the
about
captain's
film-
hat on.
The thing I did like about this film, all right, Inumaki, because
Inumaki.
legitimately, it is the funniest shit ever. When Maki and whatever are like, I'm really sad because my parents think I'm a failure, and he's just like salmon.
Uno. Apparently,
Bonito flakes.
some people. This fandom is wild because apparently people figured out what he specifically means when he says each type of fish.
No, that's some bullshit.
No,
Apparently, each one actually means something.
Nah.
Kelp.
I
Like,
love Inumaki. He's just a guy.
I gotta admit, the JJK, if anything, is very inventive in its like side characters. The fact that like there's just a panda that's just not addressed, and it's like, okay, cool, you know what, I fuck with it.
Yeah.
No, I actually don't want that one explained to me.
Okay.
The magic is better if I don't know why the fuck there's a panda there. Uh,
And why he levels up and becomes buff.
no, I genuinely
Okay.
don't need an
The
ex.
fuck is calling me right now? Hold
The-
on, one sec.
Okay.
the
Hello?
You might want to mute Chris.
Kaya mute Chris.
Hold
I'll
on.
tell you when he's back. But like,
Okay.
Oh, wait,
but, like,
hold on. Okay, I muted him for myself, so tell
I'll
me when to
personally
unmute
unmute
him.
yeah, I will. But like,
But
I
yeah,
like the side
so
characters.
yeah.
It's just Yuta. My thing with them when I say they don't shut up. My thing with the thing of them like not shutting up is that like I just they're always dumping exposition. There was the point at the start where like the big blue monster eats all those kids, right? And like inside the belly, Maki Zenin just grabs Yuta and goes, "What are your goals? What are your motivations? What do you want to achieve?" And I'm like, there wasn't any other way we could see Yuta's motivations without her just being like,
I don't know if that's how they do it in the manga, but it was very funny to see that clip in the fucking movie. Like,
"What do you
come
want
on, you're not even subtle. Bait used to be believable.
like they've not set up this character at all, so they just have her grab him and just be like, "What do you want to achieve?" And it's like, is this really the time for that?
Mm.
Like, really the time for
Yeah.
like, I get the thing. Another thing is that like some of the fights in this film were really good, but there's like three, and they're like a minute each. And it's like,
Okay. Are we really going to classify Gojo absolutely Wing Chun slapping the shit out of Miguel as a fight?
I can't.
That was not a fight. That was a murder.
You know what I liked about, and you know, I get the Gojo hype. You know why?
Why?
Man knows when to shut the fuck up and let the fists fly. I'm
Yeah.
okay. Look, I know that like my hot take is I hate exposition. Okay, I'll clarify that here. I'm okay with exposition as long as it's cleverly given to me. Like, there is a way of doing exposition which makes sense. In any sort of fantasy media, inevitably you need exposition because like you can't have those high level ideas without explaining them to your audience. One thing that Arcane Season 2 didn't do well is it didn't have enough exposition. So people got really confused. But this is like way too much exposition. I don't I don't need to know if Yuta prefers ass or tits. Like,
Oh, fucking Toto.
I'm
No,
gonna be
that
real.
was Panda asking.
Oh, Panda. Oh, that's
Oh, I
right, it was
cannot wait
Panda.
for
Sorry.
you to meet. If you
I've
ever watch
actually
JJK, I
never
cannot
seen.
wait
I've
for you
actually
to meet
never
Toto.
seen the full movie of JJK Zero.
What?
I've never watched the full movie.
Bruh.
I have only seen it through clips on TikTok.
That's really funny.
Toto's in the movie.
For 5 seconds.
By the way, apparently, just double checking this, people have confirmed two of um two of Inumaki's safe words. The rest are theorized. We know for a fact that he says salmon when he means no, and bonito flakes when he wants to give a negative response. And
What
we are
the
unsure
fuck?
at the moment, but kelp represents like a greeting. Mustard leaves is for like concern. Tuna is for I'm sorry, or to say I'm on it. Tuna is to say shit like look. Tuna mayo is like to do something.
What the fuck?
Motherfucker has a whole language based around fucking sushi. That is a level of autistic dedication I love.
I just like the
Real.
I just like the guy. I just think if like I was being told the most heartbreaking information, like Jaden died in a car crash, and my best bud with me just goes salmon.
Do you have any idea how many people have pointed out like just how stupid the words can get with Inumaki?
Salmon roe.
He's just a little guy.
Shit.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think I'll stick to Chainsaw Man. I think this is a little bit too much of a power scaling verse for me.
No, okay. Not exactly.
I actually don't remember much from the movie besides like I did like Ghetto. I thought he was a bit maniacal, but like I guess that's the point.
I mean,
I ultimately I didn't really understand what his gripe was because until
where
now
did I
I
put
didn't.
my fucking phone?
I
guess I left it in my room.
until now I didn't really get like what's wrong with humans, man? Like, aren't you human?
No, his problem isn't humans. It's just people who can't use jujutsu.
Yeah, so it's regular humans.
Right.
Filthy monkeys. Like dude.
No, we're not.
Like,
don't
dude.
quote that.
Bro, Cameron has quoted it so many times on the podcast already.
I did find him saying those filthy monkeys to be kind of funny and jarring.
Bro is okay. I do have to admit, Getter is wilding throughout the movie. Like, if you put that in any other context, I would be so aggressively concerned with the terminology used.
My thing is why
I love Ghetto, he's
didn't
great.
Ghetto kill? My thing is why didn't we get a Ghetto versus Maki fight, and why didn't he kill Maki? Because as far as I understand, Maki is one of those people who who's like doesn't have any jujutsu energy.
So
It's a big, and that means that she's like the other guy who people thirst over that I forget the name.
Toji.
Toji, thank you. The guy with like the berserk worm on his shoulder. But like so that means that she's really strong because she has no curse energy.
Okay.
But like he thinks that she's lesser, and yet he spares her for some reason.
He thinks she's lesser because she doesn't have as much cursed energy. Because in JJK's like lore, twins can't use as much cursed energy because when they're meant to be born, the universe, I don't can't remember the exact reasoning, but effectively because they're meant to be one person, it gives them enough for one person. But then when they develop into twins, it's like, fuck. Well, shit, you've got your budget, use it wisely. So it splits them between the two. Which means while she doesn't have
not always
as much,
an even split.
Yeah. Which means while she doesn't have anywhere near as much, she still has cursed energy, which therefore, by Geto's reasoning, and don't stab me for this, by his reasoning, she's like a higher level of monkey. Like while she's a chimpanzee, while the rest are like
gorilla.
Not even gorilla. They're like those monkeys from the penguins of Madagascar, whatever they are. Actually, they might be chimps. Yeah, they are the chimps. They're called the chimps. But in simple terms, while she's not quite a monkey, she's a little bit higher ranked on the intelligence scale because she has some cursed energy. I actually don't know. I'm gonna unmute him.
Oh, I just muted him for myself.
Yeah, I unmuted him personally because I didn't want to hear his personal
stuff. He's not talking anymore.
Okay. But yeah, her thing comes from something called a heavenly restriction. Which
If I knew
Yeah.
any of this going into the movie, I would still be confused. But
Yeah, the movie's kind of.
Well, you've never watched it.
I don't need to. I've seen the clips. It's
I
No,
mean,
no,
okay, I
shut up.
think it's
You need to
I
watch
think
it.
I like it because I guess I've watched the rest of the show, so it feels like because I understand it better than I guess. But like, yeah, I don't know.
I
That's
read the
yeah.
entire manga, so it doesn't really. I feel
I
like I'm just
like it.
watching a lesser version of what I read.
I think there is something to say about Yuta's relationship with Rika.
I did
Like,
find that to be one of the better parts of the film, I will admit.
it's great. I love it. It's like,
I did quite like. I thought that honestly, if some of the film, if more of the film focused on that, less of attempting to, because the thing is, I don't. When it comes to like these sort of fictional verses, I am of two minds. I either want it to be clarified to me of things like in like succinct ways, and I understand all of it, right? If you're gonna go for that, go for that. Same time though, if you're just going to throw me into the verse and then just say, you'll get it, sick, I'll get it, right?
Hmm.
Like, I kind of wish the film would stop trying to explain, because, like, if the film was intended for audiences who watch season one of JJK, then I don't know how good it was, because it attempts to explain all this cursed energy stuff. But for someone like me, I kind of wish they'd just shut up and just,
Hmm.
like, show me.
I feel like, at least from what I've seen of clips and heard people talk about, the movie was an attempt to try and have their cake and eat it too. Like they tried to make a movie that was that was good for the people who watch season one and have all the knowledge, and the people who have no knowledge at the same time, which just results in this jumbled mess of too much information for someone who hasn't watched the show to process, and a lot of rehashing of information that we already know from season
I
one.
think what they should have done instead was they should have made Hidden Inventory Arc, which is the Ghetto Gojo prequel. They should have made that the movie. And then, but then because they still needed to introduce Yuta for him showing up at the very end of season 2, they should have made the section that was the Hidden Inventory arc, they should have made that Yuta's thing so that it could be more fleshed out in a few episodes instead of in a
Oh,
2 hour
Yeah,
movie.
hear me
because
out.
I think that okay, yeah, hold on, I'll let you have
Hear
your
me
say,
out. Just don't make them a fucking movie, and it won't feel super rushed when people watch a movie with exposition.
I
Sorry,
mean,
it won't feel like people are having like a fucking novel jammed down their throat when they watch the movie because you can spread the information across a period of time.
I think
Okay.
Hidden Inventory arc went on for a bit too long. It dragged out a bit.
Yeah.
It could have been condensed down to a 2 hour movie.
But what I
Mm.
was saying was that personally, if they kept it to be more of the Yuta and Rika stuff, because that's really where like my emotional investment was. Like I thought that it was an interesting take on like trauma. And I do think that Jujutsu Kaisen has like potential for like that sort of trauma and like trauma bonding and like it following you. I th- I think that's cool. I also liked how they did Rika's death. I thought that was interesting. My only issue with it was I was confused by the ending because it was like he cursed her. I don't know. I didn't quite
So
get that. But overall, I
he has a lot of cursed energy. So when she died, he bound her using he made her into a curse using his cursed energy
Without meaning to.
without meaning to. That's what
Which, I
happened
mean,
there.
is a little
He
weird, but like.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but it happens.
It, I
Certainly
think
happens.
it's so basically Yuta is one of the strongest characters in the JJK universe
Oh,
because of
okay.
Rika. So you have Sukuna, the King of Curses. You have Gojo, and then you have Yuta with Rika. And like I think like in the I don't know if he says it in the dub, but in the sub, Geto literally calls her the Queen of Curses because she's a special grade, which
She's
is
called that in the
strongest
manga
level.
as well. She's called that in the manga because up until that point, Sukuna wasn't back. So at that
True.
point in the story, she was the closest to what Sukuna was as a curse. So she was called the Queen of Curses.
So basically, but she is that strong because Yuta has that much cursed energy and made her that strong. And also because, bro is so fucking depressed.
How do I word this?
The
How do I
resentment built up and made her stronger at the same time.
How do I super Alex, Yuta took like 80% of his pottery clay and gave it to Yuta.
You mean Rika?
Rika. Yuta took 80% of his clay and gave it to Rika. And then Rika formed into her own clay pot.
Okay, I get it.
I realized that this whole drivel was going to make you just not understand anything.
No, I think I get it. Like, he inadvertently twisted the memory of Rika to be something of trauma. And then because of that, it manifested as Rika's spirit, just reflecting the last moments that Yuta had with her.
Yeah, that pretty well does it.
Okay, that makes sense. I was a bit confused about what that meant on the theme of the movie, because I thought the theme was like processing and grief, but like the whole he sort of inadvertently enslaved her to being like Maharaga too.
Which there is a statement in the show which goes on about that topic, where Nanami explains to Yuji. This is in the anime, not the movie, where Nanami explains sorcerers to mourn a sorcerer is to disrespect them. Not only disrespect them, but it's a waste of time. And a problem. Like, it's a stack of things. Like, they knew what they were getting into when they became a sorcerer. So to mourn them would be to insult what they lived to do. Secondly, it doesn't bring them back. It doesn't help them. And then third, which is also brought up, and this is what happens with Yuta, if you mourn them enough, the cursed energy could condense and turn into a curse. Rika isn't an exclusive event. This has happened before. It's just Yuta is more powerful than the average sorcerer, so it was a heavier hit.
Right. Overall, movies are 2 out of 5 for me, but like if you like JJK, you'll probably like the movie. Read Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kaya, what's your opinions on Yuta and Rika's relationship? I'm interested.
I think it's just it's tragic, man. It's sad, and I like tragic stories. Like I'm gonna okay.
Yeah,
I'm just
we
gonna
know you
assume,
like Ghetto and
I'm
Gojar.
gonna exactly. I'm gonna assume I can unmute Chris. I like the.
Oh.
I like hello, Chris. I like relationships that aren't just,
All happy.
all happy. I like the tragedy of it. Like I like like with Gojo and Geto, the tragic doomed yaoi ship. Like, I think with Yuta and Rika it's especially because it's been like I don't what, like 7 years or some shit like that. Something like that.
I can't
Like,
remember something, yeah.
Bro, but he still remembers her even though she has killed people who dared to get too close to him or bully him. He still has this innocent view of her, of him trying to still see the best in her. And it's sweet, and I love the relationship. It's so I don't know how to describe it, man.
Everyone who is listening to the podcast, you have just taken a peek into what 90% of the 90% of the ships that Kaya reads on Air 3 are like. Now you have just heard 90% of Kaya's Air
Look,
3
man, my favorite
bookmarks.
AO3 tag is hurt/comfort, so like, what can I say?
Yeah, that tracks. Chris, do you have any final thoughts of the cat movie before we go to cookies?
Uh,
Oh my god, y'all haven't even done the cookies yet?
No,
Well,
we do it
I'm
at the end.
frankly speaking, it was all right. I didn't understand most of it, and I found the main character got a bit annoying by the second half, but it was all right. Classic 6.5.
Animation peak.
I'm gonna be honest, I thought y'all asked me to come on after you already finished the episode so I could
No.
explain more stuff
No.
to
No,
Alex.
we've been recording this whole time.
I have to get up at 5:15.
Wait, I knew that. Why didn't it click for me? I said, "Hey viewers." I think I was meaning it as a joke.
No, we've been recording this whole time. Anyway, because Chris has to get up in the morning, and
Call me
because we'll
fucking
probably,
I also have to get up
we-
in the
we-
morning.
we will probably discuss this in our next tier list episode, because Cameron will be here to debate the points, and we have to figure out whether or not this is better or worse
Oh,
than
Cameron's
Space
online.
Odyssey. Yeah,
Stuff happened.
but like, I'm gonna give my cookie to Inumaki, and it's gonna be a salmon cookie. A salmon cookie with
Inumaki.
kelp,
A sushi cookie.
Bonito
pretty
fakes.
much. No, I'm just gonna give him sushi. Fuck.
Just give him sushi.
Just gonna give him take him to sushi train. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, that's so fucking Bro, are you trying to like treat him or are you trying to sleep with him?
Aw.
Treat him.
Because
I
like
haven't-
that's a romantic fucking thing to do with Inumaki. Take him to a place where he can actually say what's on the menu and mean it.
Anyway, I actually didn't think of a cookie. Chris, cookie.
I'll give him a Kaisen cookie.
Who
Who?
are you giving your cookie?
Are you
Kaisen
give him a cookie
to?
too?
I give it I give it I give it I give it to the Jujutsu sorcerer.
What, is it just like a box of cookies?
Yeah.
Man, this really is our Jujutsu Kaisen.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Okay, I have a cookie. I'm going to give Nanami, my beloved. I feel like he would like white chocolate macadamia. I know Nanami was only in the movie for like 2 minutes, but like, he's my favorite character. Fuck you.
Still count.
It still counts. I love
yeah.
him.
I know it doesn't mean much because I haven't been here for that long. What? I've been here for an hour!
Yeah, we've been recording an hour.
Somehow stretch this episode an hour.
Are you still
Karina, do
why
you
are you
have-
streaming, Alex?
Karina, do you
Just
have a
think of-
cookie?
Yeah, I thought I wasn't here for long, but I guess I do. I guess my cookie, I would like to give a I would like to give
Jesus Christ,
Hey.
Karina.
chocolate
Pick a character,
like to-
go into your system, ask what cookie they'd like.
No, that takes too much time.
Just
Valid.
give a character. Just give it to Gojo.
No. I'm giving my cookie to Miguel. And I'm giving him one of those like M&M cookies.
Oh, the dotty ones?
The dotty ones.
Good choice.
Because
good choice.
bro is boogieing it down. I gotta respect the man whose entire technique is, ayo bro, dance battle right now. If you ain't dancing, you're doing worse than me.
The reason Yuta only shows up at the end of season 2 is because the entirety of the rest of the show, after the movie, bro's just in Africa chilling.
Yeah, he's in Africa chilling with Miguel.
Literally, that's it. Bro's chilling in Africa.
Respect. Now, predictions, everybody.
Oh, that's fine. The wheel.
Give me
The
the
wheel.
Northman. Give me Peak. I actually bought it
Hold on,
the
let
other
me
day.
see. Let me see what I want to look at. Give me End of Evangelion.
Ah,
Spin that wheel.
is like Cameron's here. Okay,
Ah,
we
Spin
know
that
what
I,
wheel.
we know what
I
Chris
want the
wants.
Batman. Yeah, Batman. He wants My Hero Academia. I want the
He
Batman.
does?
No, he
No,
does
he
not.
wants.
He
Chris,
wants
what do you
Conan the
want?
Barbarian.
Chris, what do you want?
What's that?
What do you want from the wheel?
You fucking know, man.
Is it Conan?
It's Conan.
It's always
Okay.
been Conan. It's been Conan for 30 fucking episodes. Alright.
Oh god, y'all are up to episode 30.
I I don't want to watch Watchmen.
Y'all are
Neither do I.
almost coming up on 1 year.
I don't want to watch the end of Evangelion.
Spin that wheel. Move that bus.
In that we door.
Yes!
Alex just came all under the table.
Yes! Oh my
Bro,
god,
we
we
were so
got,
close.
we got Superman.
We were
Hooray.
so close to the Northman and the end of
I
Evangelion. That's a
wanted the
problem.
Northman. I've been edged. Fuck.
Now you know how it feels to be Chris for 30
Damn
episodes.
it, Robert
Edging and
Eggers,
Gune.
please.
Hooray, it's Superman. Hooray. Hee 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 hee.
And for the folks at home, this is the the original Superman.
The original Superman, what has been called by
Oh, Cameron just said, "Let's fucking go." Oh, hey,
Oh,
Cameron.
hello, Cameron.
Let's fucking go!
Hello, Cameron.
Hi, what's up? Hey guys, I'm in this
we-
episode.
fuck you. Yeah.
Don't-
Cameron, you know
worry,
what?
Cameron,
You know
I
what
filled
Karina
in.
predicted? End of Evangelion.
Fuck!
I know, it's sad. No one.
Can't believe
Cameron,
I
I've
missed
been
that.
edged. We were so close to the Northman. I'm
I will
sad.
when you guys get again end of Evangelion. I will even if you don't add me, I will find a way to hack into this group chat to be there.
Bro, we'll just
No,
break
you're getting
into one
added,
of
don't
our
worry.
houses.
Oh,
Okay.
I will.
Karina,
I will
have you
sit next
seen-
to- Yes.
Have you seen Evangelion?
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay. That makes things funnier because you and I will be talking about things, but we need to describe it in a
watched
way that they will make
every-
no sense.
Cameron, I've watched
Cameron,
every
Alex's
Evangelion
main
media.
complaint about the JJK movie was
Awesome.
it not making sense. You can't do this to us.
If you think JJK makes no
Ah.
sense, you're gonna be brain
My
fried.
takeaway
JJK
from
makes no sense because it's a shonen.
Yeah.
my
End of
takeaway from
Evangelion will
JJK
make no sense because it's fucking Evangelion.
Yeah.
My
That-
takeaway from JJK is that it's a worse Chainsaw Man. Anyway, Superman is
What?
Okay.
Superman is described by Kevin Feige and pretty much everyone as the first real superhero movie.
Well, I mean, I
that
don't care
they-
what Kevin Feige has to say.
Okay. Superman, this movie was nearly impossible to make, particularly at the time. And it is the thing that inspired pretty much a lot of superhero media going forward. Because
Only
they
reason we
attempted,
have the Avengers.
they attempted to copy what made Superman good. So we're going back to the original. We're going back to the OG Superman.
It's the Odyssey. It's
So-
epic. It's epic. The Odyssey. But
I
for
haven't seen
superheroes.
that piece of media.
Okay, so
I was gonna say epic.
do
but
we
then I
have
just
anything
called it-
else to say, or can I end the episode?
Uh,
Cameron, do you have a
uh,
cookie?
No.
I gave a
Uh,
cookie to Miguel.
I give a cookie to the mapper animators because they were fucking starved.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on, was my review
Yes,
read
it
out?
was.
Oh, okay, good.
What was your review?
Ahem. My JJK review is that it's Mapper and it's possibly their best,
Oh,
but the
yeah.
price the work is paid was too much. 8 out of 10, possibly the last time I would ever watch JJK because of how shit the ending is. deducted 2 points because no Hikari. Kai, you can now end the episode. Piss yourself now.
What the fuck?
What?
Okay, guys, thank you for watching our halfway episode. The next episode will be the next tier list. Don't know when that's gonna get recorded, but anyway, we'll see you next time.
Fuck off.
Bye.
Bye.